Frankie Edgar is 38 years old. He is a former UFC lightweight champion. He is currently a member of the UFC's featherweight division. Edgar is a tenured veteran in the sport of mixed martial arts. He has held multiple titles and has been in many iconic fights in the sport. Edgar was born on October 16, 1981 in New Jersey. He began wrestling at a young age and soon started to fight in MMA. Edgar's professional fighting career began in 2005, when he was 23 years old. Since then, he has won 20 total fights in the UFC and has lost only 5. At 38 years old, Edgar is far more experienced than most fighters in his division. He has a lot of knowledge and experience that he brings to every fight. Edgar is known for his heart and his resolve to never give up. He is often considered one of the toughest fighters in the world due to his never-say-die attitude. Edgar has had some impressive wins against some of the top competitors in the sport. He has also done well against multiple champions such as BJ Penn and Jose Aldo. He has fought in the UFC since 2009 and has held 3 separate titles during that time. He held the lightweight title for 3 years and the featherweight title for 7 months. Even at 38 years old, Edgar is still an elite fighter in the sport. He is currently ranked in the top 10 in the featherweight division. Even though he is getting older, Edgar is not showing any signs of slowing down. His age does not seem to be affecting him in the least bit. At 38 years old, Edgar is still an outstanding fighter in the UFC. He has proven that age is not a factor when it comes to performance in the octagon. Edgar is an inspiration to many young fighters in the sport. He has shown that a fighter can achieve his goals, even if he is not the most physically gifted. Edgar is a great example of how age is not necessarily what determines a fighter's success. He has shown that skill, heart, and determination are the true attributes of a great fighter. Edgar's fight record at 38 years old speaks for itself. He has won 17 fights in the UFC and has suffered only 5 losses. The fact that Edgar is still competing at 38 years old is an amazing feat. He is one of the oldest active UFC fighters today and is still performing at the highest level. Edgar's future in the sport is unclear, but it is highly likely that he will remain active for at least a few more years. Edgar turns 39 years old later this year, and it is possible that he will continue fighting for the foreseeable future. Edgar has accomplished so much in his career despite his advanced age. He has become one of the most successful MMA fighters in history. While Edgar may not be the most physically gifted fighter in the world, he has proved that mental and emotional toughness go a long way. Edgar is an inspiration to many fighters who may feel that they have reached their peak. He shows that you can continue succeeding in the sport, even when you are not the most talented athlete. Edgar will continue to inspire many for years to come. He is an example to all that age is not a factor when it comes to success in MMA. At 38 years old, Frankie Edgar is still a dominating force in the UFC. He has shown that age is not a factor when it comes to success in the octagon. Edgar has been an incredible asset to the UFC and has had an outstanding career. He continues to perform better than most in the sport despite his advanced age. Edgar has been a fan favorite for years and many fans will be excited to see him continue to fight. He is an amazing example of how age does not necessarily determine if someone is still able to compete at a high level. Even though Edgar continues to fight against much younger opponents, he has shown no signs of slowing down. His age does not seem to be affecting him in the least bit.